If you are just joining Quantum Freedom Group and this is the first video you're watching, please realize the way these videos are recorded and done is divinely guided, and you are watching what you need and when you need. It's a guilt-free program in terms of trying to absorb everything. We're going to remove any fear of missing out. A lot of the people signing up for this group are achievers and overachievers, and as a result, we might have a fear of missing out. So today, we're actually removing a lot of fears, starting with the fear of illusion of separation. So let's talk about that whole missing out thing. You only can have an illusion of missing out if you feel you're separate from something. We're going to talk about power of projection, the captivity of fear, and ability of love to free us from that captivity of fear. Let's look at what projection is. First of all, we are co-creators and created in the image of the ultimate creator of all realities. So we all have ability to create. The course teaches, quote unquote, men can create and women. By the way, man is a person. Let's move beyond our limiting beliefs here. So man as a person can create an empty shell, but he cannot create nothing at all. That is so huge because a lot of people come to these programs and they say, I want to learn to manifest. And as I've covered earlier, we're all manifesting. Some of us are manifesting empty shells filled with fear. And we've gotten so good at manifesting our little empty shells full of fear. But we're all manifesting. So all that this Course of Miracles does, it unteaches our mind from manifesting an empty shell of fear to manifesting a life full of miracles. To do so, we need to learn the difference between the reality and the projection, as the Course teaches and as I comprehend it. So let's say you come up to the mirror right now and you see that there is a smudge on your face, right? So let's say there's some black smudge on your face. So you see it in the mirror, you look in, you stare in, you see the smudge, and what will you do? You will actually grab soap or rag or something else and you will clean the smudge off your face. Not ever would you actually reach into the mirror and try to clean the mirror, try to clear the smudge of the reflection. Now that is a very primitive example, but very powerful example of projected life. What we experience within, whether consciously or subconsciously, you see, we're constantly manifesting and not necessarily consciously manifesting. It might be our genetics that is manifesting fears through us. But as we are manifesting reality, it starts to reflect back at us whatever it is that we manifest, either our outmost insecurities and fears or our greatest peace of mind and love, and everything in between for all of us. And so, as life does something as a form of reflection, our first reaction is very rarely to go deep inside and said, which unhealed part of me is benefiting from this somewhat distorted reflection? If what's reflected back at me is the absence of love, if it is fear, if it is coronavirus and my reaction to it, right? What part of me needs this reality so it can be healed? As opposed to that, we reach out into that projection. We try to change it. We tell a person who's triggering us what they should or should not do. Now, the day that what you say changes somebody, please let me know, because that is not the reality any of us lives in. You cannot change a human being without their desire to be changed. The only reason this program is possible because every one of you has desired to maybe expand your awareness in a unique way that maybe I have ability to offer. Maybe you're just tuning into the frequency of the group and you're receiving the information that quite frankly doesn't even have anything to do with our time together. But you have created this opportunity. I have not created it alone. If I were to create it alone, I would be sitting by myself, talking to the walls. And by the way, it is not a fun thing to do. So we have co-created this reality because a part of each one of us has seen a part of us that needed to be healed. And instead of trying to change the reality, we tuned in to already existing reflection of what we're seeking for. So that is a projection. So going forward, and what the course does with those daily exercises, it detaches us from triggers as the need of perceive the projection as our own reality. It gives us the freedom back to come back to the inner world, to reestablish the inner peace, to reestablish the flow of powerful energy of love, and to recreate the projection. And in between, it can go back and forth and back and forth. As we waver, so will our projection. It's okay. It's normal. We just have to be patient and peaceful enough to understand that the new projected reality is being created as the powerful truth from within that I am a co-creator of the ultimate creation of miracles through love comes to be.